Okay, it's actually 11:30 at night, my time 11:38, 12/4/2012, and I wanted to go ahead and do tomorrow's reading. Um, Daily 3. I wanted to use my Deviant Moon deck. I haven't used it in a while. So, um, one good thing, two cards, as I was thinking about the entire thing, I thought, well, there's two cards that I haven't seen in a while, and there's one that's jumped at me before. Um, a couple weeks ago. It's been a week and a half, so they kept jumping out to me. Anyway, I'm hoping this is going to pick up right. Sometimes I don't get my microphone adjusted right. But anyway, um, that card, the two cards were the Seven of Swords, and first card, Seven of Swords, and it is reversed. That's a good deal. The other card was a Judgment card. Um, and there it is again. Judgment card. This came up about a couple weeks ago for me, but it was reversed. But I kept having very, very strong dreams and so forth about this card that was going to come up, and there's both of the cards that were on my mind um, before I even got the deck out. So anyway, number wise is the first. This is kind of standing out to me. The number 20 plus the 7. There's 27. And the 4, which is 31. 3 plus 1 is 4. So there's going to be a lot of, again, today was a 4. And this is about work and taking care of responsibilities, being an adult. Connection with the Emperor card. But a whole lot about, maybe a long day and so forth. Anyway, different things are jumping out with me. The 20 on this jumped out. And I got, anything with a 0 is more powerful. And the 20 on there was telling me, basically there's some communication or something that deals with two people or two things. And more than likely, I kind of get communication because the horn kind of stood out to me on this card. And the man in the center here stood out to me. And it actually had something to do with a relative, one of my relatives that I haven't talked to in quite a long time, but for some reason his face was there. So there could be an indication of something for me. Especially the fact that his wife's been kind of having some issues, so that may be a connection with him. With this card here, what stood out, believe it or not, the toes. Her toes stood out to me, and the only thing that I can really get with that is our toes are basically our balance, what helps hold us up and so forth. And of course the little sparkly things there connected to her. I guess it's a her. Well, yeah, I would think it is. Hair, but again, that would be to me such as things connected to the mind for recharging and so forth. But I think there's two meanings that's going along with this, especially sitting beside this Judgment card. Um, Two different things, one being health and one being rest and meditation that's going on. The first card is actually reverse. This is like a vindication card that I get. Of somebody that's been talking bad behind your back and so forth, or if anybody's taken anything from you, this card is about getting that back or getting vindication. Things are straightened out, maybe even an apology, or it may be again some myself, or somebody around you that's lost something or whatever, get it back. something that was stolen. But a lot of this I get more of the communication wise. Somebody has been basically talking crap behind your back or whatever, and starting some problems, and the truth is going to come out about it, or there's going to be some kind of apology. And the reason I say that more than anything is because on this sword here, what stands out to me is the string is tied to this sword, and it's hanging there and pointing to the mouth, to her mouth on this card. And what I'm getting with that is that cord, such as the cord that connects us all. This is the web. We each have a cord that is in connection to somebody basically with a sharp tongue or so forth. So that is going to be telling me, somebody who's talking crap or whatever. There's some kind of an apology or something that comes out. Now the central card, the toes, like I said, I don't get. I get two things, especially with it sitting beside this card here. One, I think I'm going to be hearing about a hospital stay because there's another swords card here, and this definitely can be a health issue, especially with this one when it comes up. This could be maybe communication and talking to about somebody that was having a hospital stay or somebody that has passed. So um, that's a very strong deal that might come up there. Now, as far as, like I said, the toes that were standing out to me, the only thing I can get is maybe somebody standing on their own feet, or maybe never even know. There could be some issues with that. But a lot of this is about it's a day to take some time to rest and meditate and recharge. Just with these little lights that I get that's on her hair standing out is that recharging that we get. So it's a time to relax and get some meditation in. Either for myself or others around me also, but definitely something that I like to do daily. And again, I want to move over to this card. One thing that jumped out to me was the wings on this, and that almost felt to me like they were like made of concrete or something, like and on my back and weighing me down. So it was kind of like it was bringing this down to me. So there may be a lot of times I will get this card when I do connect. I do the medium stuff, and this is a strong card with being able to connect with people, which I haven't actually done in a while with anybody. But with this man standing out down here, and this one over on his side here, kind of stood out. There may be some communication about somebody. For some reason, he doesn't look at all, but like this family member I'm talking about, that either way, that stood out to me, and may well be his wife. So there may be issues there, especially with this. There could be a hospital stay with two swords cards in there and two air cards on that there. But either way, this card is all about um, your calling. Kind of finding your calling in life. It's time for a major change, and to you've moved up to a different level or a different vibration, and it's time to make a move and move on. Almost like a death, leaving one life behind to go after what is your calling or what you feel is your calling in life, which really makes sense to me. Stuff that I've been looking at myself, and I think it's about time. I was getting this card coming up reversed, and this time it's came up upright. So it's basically saying, I think it's about time. There's definitely a need to, with it being a 4, there's a responsibility factor that I'm feeling about that also. And also, some time to maybe sit and think about this and say, okay, let's get ourselves prepared and get ready to move on. So that's going to be my reading for tomorrow. I may do some other spreads, which I like to get on to. But I do thank everybody again that do watch the videos, and I will be back later with either some new spreads that I've been looking at, or the following day. Like I said, I don't. There's so many spreads that I could do. It's pathetic that I found um, in so many different places between books and websites and everything else. And if anybody's interested in posting their own, please go ahead and do it. I really enjoy the interaction. I do get messages from people occasionally when I do talk to people, telling me about where they've watched the videos and this and that, but they never make comments. And a lot of times I wonder if anybody's even watching or paying a whole lot of attention to it. And with Facebook not really putting out um, uh, the posts that we make to as many people as they should go to. I mean, I went in a range in a week of over like 1,452 people to 159 people. Range in between who the videos or who the messages are going out to, and who's actually getting to view what's on the page. So the more comments you make, or even just a simple like or anything like that, it does help other people see it. But anyway, I do appreciate it, and I will be back.